Yeah,
They can.
it's definitely going to be a rough game, I would say. Faces Void gets hit by a black hole, kinda dies. Gets hit by Doom, kinda dies. Gets hit by Lasso, kinda dies. And
Yep.
eventually you're gonna have Morphling with the I'm curious if he's gonna go for the Vlad's first item or the
The Kanda.
yeah, well, not the first item Kanda, but the first piece of the Kanda. The phylactery.
The
I always
Phylactery.
forget
Yep.
the name. I quickly had to look it up. That's what you saw on the screen. But yeah, it's a solid item to have against the Void. It's all about nuke damage. And it's a great game for Wyvern. Honestly. Anyone that stands next to Void dies. You've got Golden Brace against Chrono. They have very... I mean... No, they don't have that much damage inside the Chrono. Except for the two supports.
Yeah, but that should be addressed by the Batrider jumping, the Doom always in front. That should make it harder for the supports to deal damage on the Chrono.
They spotted out that there's an observer ward. Their own observer does get cancelled, and it's going to be a 2-for-2 bounty rune trade. No surprises. Thompson actually walked up to get the bounty rune himself, which is kind of impressive. Most of the time, Morphlings don't ever leave their tower. Considering level 1 you go for attribute shift, and it is terrible to stay alive.
What are they trying to do here?
Well, towards mid.
Why did it took so long to deny to kill the ward?
Because RCY was standing next to the ward, so the moment he hit it, it would get denied.
I see.
But if RCY didn't walk towards the lane, he would miss creeps. So it was kind of being forced in a very unfortunate position there to sacrifice the ward. Hey, Sammy's got all of the first wave's creeps. It's not a bad way to start. And Husky, yay! You have to get a Quelling Blade as a Wyvern. That is such a nice feeling.
You need to have that to help the carry as well. Morph doesn't have one. You rely on the tangles.
And possibly waveform. I would assume Adaptive Strike is still the main move, but we don't care too much. There shouldn't be too much surprise damage coming into this lane. Maybe a random torrent could be a thing that does finish you off if you're the Morphling. Level 6 is the only moment where you have to be a little bit scared, of course, with a random Nate's Prophet ult hitting you. Top side. First blood for Yamson onto Moo. Yeah, Crystal Maiden is one of the stronger laners. It's just as simple as that. The hero does so much work with the Frostbite. Level 1, 1.5 second root.
Yep, this level 2 power spike, you need to be very careful. He's still level 1 on the Enigma. He can definitely die again if it's not aware.
Oh, and MSS coming in from behind. Blink is going to be the target. Sprout not even needed. They're going to kill off the Eidolons. A nice TP rotation coming in, because Speed's got the lane a little bit on his side anyway. And they... yeah, Wyvern is a hero that... it's a strong hero, but it's one of the weakest lanes. You cannot bully out a hero like a Kunkka from that lane at all.
He's going double bracer, so he will be fine on this lane. Later he can get like 9 drops to tank the shotgun from Morphling.
Yeah, true. It's kind of the new shotgun these days. I miss the old one though. E-Blade, Adaptive Strike. That was such a fun build.
I see that you don't play sport, right?
I play sport? I do play sports.
So did you enjoy the Trio Blade Morphling? Dying out of nowhere?
I mean, I love the fact that you got a hero that has a different build with a certain item that he goes for. It's something more dynamic than the other build for Morphling was build stats. That's it, build stats, which is really
spring, right?
At least this had a little bit of a change up in the options that you could go for, and you could always itemize against it. It wasn't like the ultimate you can never beat it build, but it was just fun to see. And I play at a very terrible rank, so Morphling sucked.
That makes sense. Yeah, they would never kill this Morph on the lane. He's going to just freeform, but same for the Kunkka, right? Has a lot of CS already, speed.
The need for speed. Yeah, it's a competitive lane. Even though he did get nerfed in his tools, the hero is still very capable in pumping out the damage required. Top lane, Moo is going to get gone on again by MSS's rotation. They're focusing down all the cute little Eidolons in the meantime. Link's actually doing quite a decent amount of damage, but he's walking right back towards them. Dubu might actually die to the Eidolons. Last hit from the Eidolon takes him down. So Moo gets a kill from beyond the grave, but nonetheless it is a not too shabby start here towards mid. Mobai tries to kill off RCY, who is very close to ticking down, but the tower attention was dragged to Mobai, so he cannot go for the finisher on to the Pango.
That was close. Lucky that Batrider gets the refill now, because it's going to take some time for the 6 minutes rune. There was a fight on bottom lane as well. Kunkka got pretty low, and he got tipped.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Like MSS is just making sure the other lanes are currently being won. Speaking of which, towards mid, Mobai now is going to be forced all the way back to base. Cannot contest for the 6 minute runes spawning, and that is really good for the Bangalore, because he was starting to struggle. Mobai got very scary on that Batrider.
Yeah, even with the refill, he was not able to stay there.
Oh, Blink. No way to get out of there. TP rotation again. MSS is everywhere on that Nature's Prophet.
And now he got earned charges as well.
Radiant's middle
Hey,
tower.
playing against
the
Wyvern, so Vessel is a must-have.
Yeah. There's a pretty good ward on the bottom lane. Oh. Not like this.
RCY, bit of a sad bounce coming in, but it is a double damage Pangolier going in on towards the Batrider, dropping low, bottle charges sipping. MSS again coming in from behind, still in the area, not really required. RCY gets that kill secured, and they're looking very strong at the moment.
And it seems like Bammysoy is not ready for these rotations. They're always late with the response. Oh, there's a rune battle on the left.
Yeah, but he doesn't have pointed Inferno Blade, so can't interrupt the TP. Moo topside, rotation in from speed, got the X mark. Yamsun is very low, so it is a little bit scary. Speaking of which, he's dead.
Oh no.
That's why it's scary. Black hole. He just got level 6 onto speed. Is the damage going to be enough to take him down? Dropping low. Needs one more hit. In comes Blink from behind the Eidolons. Right click needed. It's a little bit far. Speed being chased down, while on the other hand, Moo gets the TP back to safety. Speed stays alive, but Moo, same thing, and he got himself a kill secured on the Faces Point. Blink going in, Speed dropping low, taken down. Moo gets the kill from miles away with that one Eidolon still alive.
He got lucky that
Skill
lost vision on him before.
Skill,
died
not lucky. Skill.
Yeah, okay.
Moo's a beast. Moo's a beast. Look at his item build. He's got double bracer. Now infused raindrops, magic wand. He's a universal hero as well, so he's got right click damage coming in. Keep forgetting some heroes are universal. It's weird.
You're just mirroring the Kunkka items.
Oh, this is gonna burn down. Moo doesn't have black hole. Gets hit by the sprout. Moo taken down. Followed by X Mark. Go ship flying out. He has a haste room pop, but he's not gonna be able to get out of there. MSS will die. These Eidolons have gotten 4 kills this game. All 4 kills that Moo has are Eidolon kills.
He was 1 and 2. Now he's 4 and 3 with the Enigma. And look at the net. He's back.
Yeah, and because Speed has left that bottom lane, Samson has been AFK free farming the entire time. The only downside is for them is Mobi's been having a little bit of struggle, and MSS is fairly farmed.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Oh, Blink trying to kill off the Observer Ward, but he gets hit by the nice Frostbite, so he actually can't get the right click in, and it even gets denied.
Dire's middle tower
Doom is dying
under
a
attack.
lot this early game. Died 5 times already.
Doom without Doom. What you gonna do?
Yep.
Speed's going Blade Mill on the Kunkka first item. Any surprises? That the defusal done on... Defusal is done on the Pangolier. RCY, pre 10 minutes defusal, doesn't have his power treads yet, but that's a scary item.
That's gonna dictate the tempo for them. They're gonna start making great moves with this item.
Heading down towards bottom. Yamson has the chrono, throws it out preemptively, and the Morphling... okay, he does not... He only has level 1 attribute shift, so he was dead regardless. He would never be able to survive that damage coming through. That was still pretty funny to see RCY just leap inside the chrono, but nonetheless a double kill, and the tier 1 tower bottom is going to be the target.
And they knew that that was only level 1 attribute shift
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
because of the damage Morph was dealing with the adaptive strike. He's coming back. Winter cancelled.
Sammy, not again. Swapping towards strength is such a slow swap. The chrono onto 2 though, coming in from Moo. Keeps Samson alive for a bit longer, but not long enough. Yamson charging forward. There's going to be the Eidolon army. Everybody be careful. It has gotten a couple of kills so far. Link still doesn't have a Doom available. We will get the kill onto Moo. TP out by MSS, but there's going to be the X mark onto Blink. Look for more, look for everything. And Blink the Doom will be another finished kill. They desperately need level 6s on these supports. That's how the supports work. Chrono,
Radiant's bottom tower
Doom plus Winter's Curse are such incredibly important tools for them.
And that's what I said. They are just too slow in their response. Winter Wyvern canceled the TP. Enigma is still going to get the Twin Gate.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They should be there in time to help the Morph.
Yeah, Morphling. He did go for Vlad's build. And it seems he wants to go Manta style with probably a defusal afterwards. RCY is going for Axe. He actually doesn't have his boots upgraded yet, so might save that one for bots. I would assume he's going to keep that one open so that he has bots in this game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Spirit Vessel done on NP with 2 vessel charges.
He's going for the Atos next to get more catch to his team.
It's a bit of a struggle for Samson. There's also this nice little addition of Moo playing Enigma, but never wanting to buy Blink Dagger. So you're not going to have that big surprise, 4-man black hole most of the time. You just use it every time it's off cooldown. Blink is going to get jumped here. Throws out the Doom, but the Kunkka is very fast with the run buff. And he is out of there. Crystal Maiden, ulti use. You can't go back in. The Eidolons are actually found out. Will be at the very least able to TP out of there. But it is a little bit dangerous.
Pretty sure Dubu could try to use the frostbite. Oh, the lasso.
Is it going to be enough damage though? The Winter's Curse gets used. TP gets cancelled because otherwise it would be a full duration. And RCY rolling through. BKB by Mobai popped. RCY is a little bit of a weak roll. With these rotations coming through, Mobi's BKB is about to end, gets hit by the root from Dubu. Blink coming in from the side. They will find kill. RCY dropped. 8 kill streak picked up. That's a lot of gold in favor of the Radiant side. Speed is running away and will be able to get out of harm's way in the process.
Yeah, RCY underestimated the damage from the flame break. That's a lot of gold to the Bat Rider. He just got his BKB and he has already almost 1k gold.
I need not beg for scraps.
Yeah, that's it was looking like he was going box first item, but instead chose to go for the BKB. To be fair, it does make sense. They have quite a decent amount of control. You especially don't want to get hit by an X mark wombo combo.
Honka is going for the shard before the Aghanim so they can keep the pressure.
No Blink being caught by RCY. No Roll Thunder available, but not really required to get this kill. MSS TP's in, gets the last hit secured. And Wyvern tried to TP out, but they place a high ground observer ward to make sure that the Wyvern will not be able to disengage. I mean,
They're dying everywhere.
Once the Doom respawns, he does have his ult available, and with the Winter Wyvern, they can make some plays. The problem is they need to get close without getting blown up, and that has been really problematic for them.
They need vision, and since they don't have the blink dagger, it's hard to find the target. They need to like bait one hero, and then go with the lasso, with the Doom. They could try to set up with the Winter's Curse as well.
Yeah, but it's hard to get a good position to get the curse in because they're also playing so spread out on the dire side. Void's always jumping in, NP's TPing in, and Bango will just swashbuckle from long range. And considering he's almost done with his Aghanim Scepter next, you're gonna have a lot more problems with this Pango.
Very close to this item. Obe is farming a big stack on the enemy triangle. He's working towards the Octarine, I think, right?
Yes, the Octarine is getting closer. Already has the point booster ready. MSS spots him out. MSS has the Rod of Atos. And Mobile's TP gets cancelled. Didn't want to pop his BKB. No! Pops his BKB a little bit later and indeed throws out the voice line right there. Is MSS. Doom onto Speed coming in. Will they be able to keep him alive? There's even going to be a curse on top of the already doomed Kunkka with the black hole coming into play. 3 as huge as possible ultis in a row being used.
Beautiful. Good fight. They tried to catch the Bat Rider on the opposite side. They did it, but they forgot that 2 heroes were left mid. Good response from Bammysoy.
Does give them a bit of a moment where they feel definitely safe. On Yangzhiganlu side, Spirit Vessel on the Morphling. Never fun to deal with. Is even going to get chronoed in the process. Is still swapping towards full strength, but there is no way out. MSS is on a killing streak, 7-1-10 on this Pulse 4 NP, who is 100 gold away from Moo's net worth. He's ahead of his own Kunkka.
He's making a lot happen on the map. He's gonna become a core. Yep, Gleipnir next.
AoE roots, not too shabby. Always a nice tool, especially if you don't see your opponent, so you can just throw it randomly in the trees and be able to get a catch. And I mean, obviously he's just been crushing it, so well deserved to at least go for that item yourself. Moo needs to be
Speeds.
careful. Speed's nearby.
Yeah.
Speed walking in. Moo's gonna bail out. Moo still 70 seconds away from Black Hole. Does have a BKB now. He's going for the Helm of the Dominator, so wants some more push for his team.
Batch Rider.
Oh, by
Nice to
TP out.
BKBP.
Yeah, he's trying to find farm anywhere on the map that his Morphling's not at. I mean, look at how Yangzhiganlu, they counter-warded the
Radiant
left
are
ancient
scanning.
camp and the triangle ancient camp. They're really making sure that there's no farm coming to this Morphling.
Yeah. They really need to give more space to the Morph. There's a lot of games that the Morph can solo carry, but Faceless Void can do that too, right? Even though they don't have a lot of damage on the Chrono, if he gets to the level 20 and gets a lot of items, he might not be able to kill the Morph inside the Chrono, but he can kill the others.
I'm actually curious. Do you think it's on purpose that they went for a Vlads on the Enigma and the Morphling?
I mean, the Morph is most likely disassembling the item, so they will have the aura from the Enigma. I think he did that because he was not feeling great on the lane, the Morph, so the item helps him to farm.
I know that they could I just still find it weird to disassemble when you throw away 2 of the items.
It is. But the carries, they are the efficient ones, right?
That is true.
They're doing that, they feel like that's good.
Well, he does have the Mantis Style now done on the Morphling. Diffusal Blade will be
Radiant's
next.
middle tower is under
And
attack.
that's just, you know, a bunch of agi means a
Dire's
bunch of
top
strength
tower is under
and
attack.
vice versa. He's also close to
Moo.
max level attribute shift, which is going to be pretty big.
He barely escaped. They were trying to find Moo on the bottom lane, MSS could not use the
Oh.
Atos.
RCY just uses Rolling
Dire's
Thunder
top
and
tower
hit a
is
nice
under
little
attack.
wall instantly. Like half a second
Radiant's
into his
bottom
roll.
tower is under attack.
He's been struggling with the walls, I would say.
Yeah, he's been doing a really good job this game. His Rolling Thunders have been a little bit problematic, but just in general with the swashbuckle shield crashes that he's been doing, it's already more than enough
Yeah.
work done.
Good for him that they don't need to land the Rolling Thunder every time. Still getting the kills. Now it's Aegis, it's Chrono,
Dire's middle
Available.
tower is under attack.
Dubu using the ulti.
Dire are scanning.
Okay.
Roshan has fallen.
I
to
mean,
the
every
dark.
little bit helps. The ulti is, it's great in the early game, but once the enemies start to get items and more ways to interrupt it, it does become a lot weaker. Especially if they get vision in areas.
Dire's middle
You
tower is
are
under
close.
attack.
Does he have the glimmer coming out? Yeah, the full glimmer on the Crystal Maiden, so it does get a little bit better. But the problem in this game is that you're still playing against the Doom, even though MS has got a lot of farm. So does Blink with just having Devour. It's doing tons of work for him to at least be able to scale up. Is going for the Blink Dagger as well, so that we'll be able to at least have a Blink Dagger available. 3 Blink Daggers actually being built up on the Radiant side. That's going to be pretty big. Enigma is close to his. The Wyvern is very close to his. And so, well, the Doom is getting a little bit closer. So this might be a very big surprise, because I think they have amazing Blink Daggers to use.
They do. I was looking if the Bammysoy would try to get the Tormentor. That would be a very bad timing because the smoke was towards their Tormentor. There's a little fight happening on the right side.
On the run, being chased. Yamson doesn't want to chrono that in the slightest. Does get doomed in the process, and needs to be careful himself. In comes Moo, says hi. The ghost gets thrown on the back line. It's only onto Dubu, a little bit of a whiffed mark there. Ghost ship comes flying out, and Yamson is close to dying, but he's still alive. In the meantime, Samson is dropping low waveform back right into Yamson, who immediately bashes him, takes him down. Chrono thrown out onto Moo, who didn't want to use the black hole, and Yamson with 100 HP gets a double kill, looking for the triple, does manage to get 3 kills with 100 HP.
He was being chased by an Enigma, then suddenly there was a morph in front of him with like 100 HP. He killed him with 1 hit. Then he came back to kill the Enigma. But luck is no excuse, right?
No, that's
Right
just pure
place, right
skill.
time.
They should have killed him when he got doomed. Because he just walked away. It's that simple. He just walked away. He can't leap when doomed, so... They were so focused on the Winter's Cursed Crystal Maiden. Yes, indeed, you heard that correctly. The Winter's Cursed Crystal Maiden was all their focus that they completely forgot that, oh yeah, we actually still have to kill off their main core.
Losing their morph when there is game losing. You cannot afford to go into a fight like this against the Aegis and lose your carry.
Well, MSS gets a free shard. It's not too shabby. Doesn't have to buy it himself. Is closing in on towards the Maelstrom part of the Gleipnir. That means once he's got that secured, the Gleipnir is not too far behind it. He is now 4th in net worth, right below Mobai.
Are they gonna try to take this tier 2 tower? I think they're just trying to get kills on the map. Look, MSS looking for Mobai. Another BKB TP. 6 seconds already.
Well, speed. He's building up in towards
Radiant's
the Aghanim
bottom
Scepter.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's time for some water park shenanigans coming out. Yamson's got the gem on him that he got gifted from Dubu, so they're going to be able to counter all the vision that Bammysoy has, which is probably the most important thing at this point in the game. Vision is crucial for them, because they want to get the perfect curse off, the perfect doom, or the perfect lasso, black hole. Everything about the lineup of Bammysoy is initiation based.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That's where the Blink Dagger is coming to play. Have the Blink BKB on Enigma, 9 seconds BKB.
Radiant's
Egg is on
tower
Faceless
under
Void, is
attack.
running out. They really should go for a smoke play. They still don't have the Blink Dagger on the Bat Rider, but that doesn't matter. They should not wait anymore.
Yeah, the Enigma Black Hole can be a crucial team fight down that they haven't really abused with anyone there. I think all of his Black Holes so far this game have been where he was alone and he was like, I could probably kill them. And then he doesn't kill them. There was only
That was
one
that
time in
black
the-
hole with the on top of the Winter's Curse, killing the Kunkka and the Pengu, I think. That was cool and all, but they need more.
Dire are scanning.
You need lots and lots more here to try and turn this one back in their favor. 10k net worth deficit is not the biggest problem. It is weird to
I
see
smell-
so many farmed heroes. Like, all of them are not that far away from each other.
I was smelling the smoke. Now with the Blink Dagger and the Bat Rider, it's definitely possible for them to take a good fight. But it's kind of obvious right now, I think.
Well, obvious might still be a
Dire's middle
surprise
tower is
depending on
under
where you jump. For instance, Bangalore, yeah, he quickly blinks out knowing that funky stuff might happen. And there's going to be the rolling Thunder used, Mobile pops his BKB, Lasso drags in the Pango Lear, the Black Hole gets used, and the Pango is dead. They still have
Overkill.
a Doom available. Mu is trying to run away. Force Staff gets him out of harm's way. They used a bunch of BKBs though, but they got rid of the Pango. Oh, Torrent comes out, push back onto speed, pops his own BKB, and now Mobai, his teammates are just not following suit. Blade tries to get the guys. There is going to be the Doom and the Curse. Doom on one target, Curse on the other, and they do manage to kill each other and themselves. Dubu with the absolutely godlike freezing field behind the Sprout gets a double kill on the Crystal Maiden. They couldn't interrupt it. The supports are doing it. They are baffling me right now because Bammysoy got crushed by just the Crystal Maiden NP.
Who needs scores anyways, right? When you have Dubu and MSS, look, a team wipe.
MSS even finds the last kills, going for that Scythe of Vice. Huge kills coming in. He's going for the Lotus Orb right now. He just got so much cash from that team fight. My God.
But, I mean, Mobe played very well on this team fight. He used the Lasso first, then he did not have Lasso, but he baited Yangdu on the bad team fight, jumping with the Bat Rider. Then Faceless Void was baited, got the Winter's Cursed with the Crystal Maiden, then the Doomed. Mobe played very well, but Dubu and MSS with the cleanup, kind of fixing the fight for their team.
Yeah, they're making these fights look good. On the combination of Bammysoy was very nice, but just a hero play from the supports turned everything around. If they managed to kill Dubu there, you know, he might be glimmered so they couldn't see him or something along those lines. I would assume that was the case. He even saves the gem because of it. It was heroic. It's that simple. Because if they die there, the creeps in the tier 2 tower mid would be gone. You might even force out a buyback on towards the high ground. It gets scary, especially with the Morphling in that area and the auras on the Enigma with the, well, they have the Morphling aura as well, so it does get a bit dicey at that point.
Let us not be careless.
But it does show that their ultis are scary. Doom's almost back up, Black Hole's up in 20 seconds. Lasso plus everything else that they have is horrifying. Yamson didn't even get his chrono off that fight.
That wasn't the best Black Hole usage as well.
Yeah, no.
They can do better.
It was a single target Black Hole. I think if you doomed him, it would have... I don't even think you needed to doom him because he would have died regardless. Doobie does get caught. That's the gem dropped. Does get pinged out and should be recovered. Samson will be the one securing it in his hands right now. There is no Lasso for another 30 seconds. It's actually a really short
Radiant
cooldown.
are scanning. Dire's middle tower.
They
is
need to
under attack.
leave. They need to wait for the Crystal Maiden and hope the Roche is not alive.
Yeah, this is definitely brewing up to be a Roche fight. They can constantly keep scouting it with the Treants, the one that they have in the pit right now, for instance. But do you really want to fight around the pit against Black Hole, Lasso, Curse, Doom? It's a very scary team fight. Even though you're 10k, 11k ahead, if you get doomed on the Void, you're pretty much... Okay, he does have a Lincoln, so that changes things.
Yeah. I think they should. They have the chrono, right? So they just need to send out the Treants to scout. They need to get info.
Radiant's
Maybe
top
throw some
tower
heroes
is
with
under
buybacks to die first.
The problem is, will they... The moment that the Void shows himself, they will throw a
Radiant's
Doom
top
on him,
tower
and they
is
won't
under
realize that he has a Lincoln Sphere. Coming forward, the two-man chrono is there. Samson, nice man to dodge from Yamson to make sure he does not get caught. They find 3 quick kills. Yamson pops the BKB, he needs to get out. Double buybacks from Bammy. So Crystal Maiden ulti in the process. Dubu will die. Yamson and Samson lost so much HP. They could re-engage, of course, because they do have the Cold Embrace, and there is no chrono. That's the important factor. There's no Chrono.
Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah,
is
they're
under
very
attack.
expensive already, though, for Bammysoy having to use these 2 buybacks.
Radiant are scanning.
But with those
They need-
buybacks, you have to contest
Radiant's
those. You
middle
can't
tower
let
Yeah.
it go,
attack.
otherwise you just lost the game.
They still have the black. They still have all the spells. It's hard for the Yang to contest it. They can try to delay it. They can try to poke and force a mistake from Bammysoy. But it's definitely not an easy fight for them.
And now the Enigma is rejoining. They are smoked up nearby. They're looking to take another fight.
They see Konka.
Random Torrent. Samson doesn't get connected by it. Yamson charging in. Mobai has a BKB in 5 seconds. The problem is it takes a little bit longer. Cold Embrace keeps him going. There's the curse thrown out on the Kunkka. A little bit willy-nilly early. No one to really do any damage on towards the Kunkka because of it. And Mobai's looking for a lasso target. Gets it off onto the MSS NP. That's a pretty big target considering the value right here. Moo with the 2-man black hole, but Samson is not there to deal the right-click damage just yet. The duel thrown out onto Samson, and that's the big target they need to kill off. Samson has his BKB available again and goes in for the kill. Speed is still nearby, lurking in the trees through everything. RCY trying to disengage, swashbuckle back, but
that
will be Malefice stunned up and the gem to be retrieved. Now they go back into the pit, and that's why you kind of probably had to let go of Roche, right? It's you don't have spells
Oh,
unless they what?
excuse me?
Okay.
Straight to the bottom with you.
Okay.
I think we can just forget about what happened 1 minute ago, right?
Yeah, that
They
entire
just won the
amazing
team fight, but
team fight that they managed to win. Blah blah blah. It doesn't really matter. Void's even alive before the Morphin is alive. And it's going to
gonna be
spawn
round
Dire
3.
side, so it's going to also have the cheese now.
this should never happen.
I'm actually
Such a
facepalming right
big
now.
mistake.
Like I understand on a Huskar that has like just built armlet and he's trying to do it as early as possible. It gets a bit scary and close. But come on.
Yeah, but
Morphling, he
you
was
do
full
that
agi.
as a Husker. Yeah, you do that as a Husker because you need to. You don't have to do that as a Morphling. He was greedy. But that happens, you know? Sometimes you go full agi and just die to a random creep.
Yeah, that's a possible game-losing mistake. Because now
Yeah.
Yamson's going to have a second life, so if you do him in, it doesn't matter too much. Morphling doesn't have a second life, so you can just chrono and nuke him. Oof.
We can say that they got lucky.
Roshan
That
On
was,
the
that was
Yangzhiganlu.
lucky that the enemy made a mistake. That they had
Yeah.
no impact in. I guess Roche is MVP.
Roche MVP, man.
Gaben's always watching. Choosing his
Dire's
favorites.
middle tower is under
That was Ice Frog controlling Roshan.
He
Radiant's
just
top
randomly
tower
gives
is
him
under
like
attack.
a Earthshaker extra
Radiant's top
400%
tower
damage
has
buff.
fallen.
Elemental gets yoinked.
Radiant's top
That's
tower is under
Dubu
attack.
Shard. That Crystal Clone is now really good with the changes that they added.
Yes, it is.
Radiant's top
And he's
tower
doing
is
work
under
with the
attack.
ulti.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Top
Dire's
side,
bottom tower
MSS.
is
He's
under
got a
attack.
Shadow Blade looking for Mobai. Going for the
Dire's
TP
bottom
out, but didn't pop the BKB again.
Why?
Being caught. Well, he would still have probably been stunned by the swashbuckle regardless. That's the gem even drop that MSS managed to pick. Bro, MSS is third in net worth. He is
Dire's bottom
playing
tower
so
is under
freaking
attack.
well. If you lose this game, you ban the Nature's Prophet 100%.
Yeah, but now,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know.
Haste.
There's no Mobai for 85 more seconds. They know that because he bought back previously.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Still have Chrono. I mean, you definitely have to still be careful. One big black hole,
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Winter Scourge plus black hole, and you're all dead. But
Yeah, they have great late game spells, but they have Aegis on Yangzhiganlu.
yeah, I mean, he does have that Aegis. Cold Embrace comes out onto move. Curse gets used on the back line to keep the Kunkka away, but the TP comes out from Nemesis and they find a double kill. There is no Wyvern buyback. They could get Mu back in action, but the Curse was also used in a
Radiant's top
not
tower
too
is under
fortunate
attack.
position, so they're kind of losing
Yeah,
their
well
spells
played.
at the moment.
Radiant's middle tower has
Well
fallen.
played going for this play on the Winter and the Enigma, knowing that the Batrider is still dead. Even if he buys back, he doesn't have the BKB, so it's very hard to fight.
Going in, Samson forced the waveform back. It's only one set of racks, but they did force out the move buyback. 21k net with advantage right now. And looks like they want to go for more. They still have that Aegis for 2 more minutes, and even has the cheese. That he
Radiant's
instantly
They have
top tower is under
a
attack.
Scythe of Eyes on the Nature's Prophet as well. They can try to surprise the enemy.
gives away the gem. That is now going to be wielded by Pango Pango. Yeah, he doesn't need boots anyway. And Mobai is trying to get some farm to farm up his refresher, same as Mu. It's a long way before they get their tools.
They need to do something about it.
Yeah, they can just slow siege this very easily. X mark, walk up the high ground, hit, drag them back, unless you have a Yules, which they do not. They do actually have a Yules on the Batrider, so they could technically hold Yamsum in place and take him down.
That was a lot of damage. But he still has the Aegis. 1 minute left. They need to plan their next move on Bammysoy. They need to have a smoke ready to try to like wrap around, get the back line. Hope they don't have buyback. It's gonna be DD Shield Rune Pango.
Well, they are creeping up, looking for a possible good chrono play from Yamsum, but they're not leaving their base on Bammysoy at all. As I say that, they leave their base. They are
Yeah.
smoked up.
They know that the Aegis timing, their lanes are not bad. They did a good job splitting the top lane. Now they have the mid wave with the morph illusions. They see the Pango,
He does have
kinda,
a ninja
he
gear.
smoked.
And no
We
free
can do the
targets coming
tension.
in.
What did morph get?
Kanda.
Kanda? Kanda.
That's a lot of damage though. Kanda is a really insane item. Did fully buy for it though, so there will not be a buyback. And that might be something that Yang will realize, is that item, and now that the item has been picked up, that if you kill him, he'll probably not be back in time.
Look, MSS constantly trying to find someone on the trees.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Going for a Lincoln's next. Fourth in net worth. So far ahead of Speed. Speed's actually dropped far in terms of farm.
Yeah, he's not finding space. He's always with the team. X-marking people. Covering.
I guess let's wait for the next Roshan. Don't really see them, either of the two sides making the risky play. Then hopefully, you know, if Bammysoy wins a good fight this time, Sammy realizes that he should not play with 100 HP next to Rose.
And there is still this mistake, right? This game should not be that bad for them. they had that last Aegis.
Yeah, it would definitely be a bit of a different game. Chrono comes out, but they should have a golden race to keep the Batrider alive. Lincoln's gets popped. Second Lincoln's gets popped as well. And Mobai will stay alive. BKB
This
is
is
going to
good.
cool down, but the Chrono has been used. Can they punish it? Definitely not, because they're all bailing out.
This would be like one of the best timings for them to try to find a fight. They need to force something with this. They don't have great waves. They need to like the more illusions on the mid lane, but they really need to go deep here. Let's try to found something.
DPN, Dudu has been taken down. There's going to be the curse to hold RCY in place. They also doom him at the same time. While he's in mid-rolling thunder, not the biggest value, but that's a big black hole. A 3-man catch coming out by Mook, and they find Yamsun. He's going to leap all the way back. RCY taken down, and Moo, the hero play. Black hole comes into play. Buyback by RCY. Yamsun still not dead in the process. Samson's going to go for the right-click man fight. Dude, speed next to Blink, neck on neck. He does have the Aviana's feather, so Blink is really hard to catch, actually.
He doesn't have my back on the Pango.
And Pango, he just diebacked. Yamsun's still going strong though. He's leaping forward, trying to get the control on Moba. Moba has a lasso, dragging in speed, who also just bought back into this fight. Samson is dead. They should not be able to have any more damage now that the Morphling has fallen, who does buy back to rejoin his teammates. But currently, Mobai will drop. Rampage by Yamsun. He has his own Aviana's feather. What is that item? Just flying about the tier 4 Giant's Ring in a sense. Samson completely surrounded, hexed up in the process, and that might just be game.
That might just be facepalm number 2.
Yep, that's, I mean, definitely.
Dying back like this and not being able to kill to finish Yamsun there was just unfortunate for them as well.
That's facepalm.
They were
3.
so close.
Yep. Hey,
They might just call it.
Husky, it's all about that big, beautiful Winter's Curse. That was, I have no words. I understand the buyback and trying to rejoin the fight, but your team's dead. It's that simple. Your team's dead. You just don't have tools.
Radiant's top barracks are
At
under
the heat of the
attack.
moment, right? He knew that was the best shot for them. But still, not like
Radiant's
this.
top barracks has fallen.
I think they just lost.
If we get lucky and they all hug each other, you can get a perfect curse, but they are keeping it nicely and spread between them. And Dubu even all the way in the back.
Radiant's
Husky
middle
Glimmer throws out the curse. Wants to delay it as much as possible. Is dead. No buyback available. There is an Enigma in 10 seconds, but he's got a black hole in 15, and your Ancient is gone by then. GG gets called, and we're going to game number 3, ladies and gents. Bammysoy
It's
had
hard to
a rough game.
blame it. Rough game. That's hard to blame it on that Roche fight, because all the fights were crazy, but that definitely was a big part of the result of this game.